Welcome back to Decoding AI for You, the 5-minute deep dive. We're going to dig into this incredible new study that pretty much turns everything we thought we knew about AI and teamwork completely on its head. So is your next great teammate a machine? I know it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? But it's becoming a very real question. We're way past thinking of AI as just, another program on your laptop. The real question, the big one, is can it actually be a collaborator? Well, to find out, team from Harvard, Wharton, and Procter Gamble itself put this to the test. And this wasn't some small lab study. They ran a massive experiment with 776 professionals working on real business problems. The goal here wasn't just to see if AI was a useful tool. No, they were treating it like a brand new teammate. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the idea of this cybernetic teammate. Then we'll pit AI against a human team. We'll see how it breaks down expert silos, which is fascinating. Then we get to the social side of AI, some surprising side effects, and finally, we'll wrap it all up by rethinking what a modern team even looks like. Let's do it. All right, first up, the cybernetic teammate. To really get why the results are so mind-blowing, we've got to understand how they set this whole thing up. The design was actually pretty brilliant in its simplicity. It's this 2x2 grid. You see, they randomly put people into one of 4 buckets. You either worked completely alone, or you were paired up in a 2-human team. Then you have the other 2 groups, an individual working with AI or a 2-person team also working with AI. This setup is perfect because it lets you see exactly what effect the AI is having versus what effect just having a human teammate has. Okay, so now for the big question. What actually happened? The first huge reveal is all about performance. How does one person armed with AI actually compare to a good old-fashioned 2-person team? Get this, the result were kind of shocking. A single person using generative AI performed just as well, produced solutions of the exact same quality as a 2-person human team without it. Think about that for a second. It means AI can basically replicate the performance boost you get from adding another human collaborator. That's a huge deal, and you can really see it in the data here. Look, adding a human teammate gives you a nice little bump in quality over working solo. But look at the individual with AI. That jump is way bigger. So AI isn't just a marginal improvement for an individual. It's a massive performance multiplier, a total game changer. But wait, it gets even better. It wasn't just about the quality of the work. It was also about speed and depth. People working alone with AI were over 16% faster. Teams with AI were almost 13% faster. And the work they turn in, it was way longer, way more detailed. So you're getting better work and you're getting it done faster. It's the dream, right? Okay, so performance is up. That's great. But honestly, this next part is where things get really interesting. It's about how AI completely changes our understanding of expertise. This is one of my favorite findings from the whole study. Before AI, people did what you'd expect. They stayed in their lane. The R&D people came up with technical ideas. The marketing and commercial people focused on, the market. But when you gave them AI, poof, those boundaries just vanished. All of a sudden, you had R&D pros thinking about market strategy and commercial experts getting into the technical weeds. They were creating these incredibly balanced, complete ideas all by themselves. And the researchers who wrote the paper summed it up perfectly. They said that AI lets less experienced employees perform at a level that before would have required a senior mentor or a whole team to back them up. It's like having an expert for every single domain sitting on your shoulder, which basically democratizes expertise for everyone. All right, now for something I bet you weren't expecting. We hear a lot of doom and gloom about how working with machines is going to make us all feel lonely and isolated. So, what did the people in this study actually feel? The results were incredible. It was the complete opposite of what you'd think. Working with AI actually led to a huge increase in positive emotions. People reported feeling more enthusiastic, more energetic, more excited. It was a big boost for individuals, and an even bigger one when teams used it. And it wasn't just adding good feelings, it was also taking away the bad ones. People felt less anxious, less frustrated, less stressed out. It's almost like the AI was playing the role of that perfect supportive teammate, the one who helps you get unstuck and cheers you on. It was filling a social and motivational need, which is just wild to think about. Okay, so let's recap. AI makes work better, faster, and it even makes you feel happier doing it. Pretty good, right? But the story isn't over. What happens when we stop looking at the average idea and start looking for the home runs, the truly game-changing breakthrough stuff? This is where the magic really happens. A team of humans using AI was 3 times more likely to generate one of those top-tier breakthrough ideas compared to a person just working alone. So, while AI makes individuals amazing, if you're hunting for real groundbreaking innovation, the ultimate combination is human teamwork plus AI. But there was another weird twist in the data. A psychological quirk that has to do with how we see ourselves when we use these powerful new tools. Well, I could check this out. Even though the people using AI were producing objectively better work, they were actually less likely to believe their solution was a top performer. Isn't that strange? There's this disconnect. We don't seem to give ourselves enough credit for the work we do with AI. It suggests we need to get better at recognizing and owning our new AI supercharged abilities. Okay, let's pull all of this together. We've seen performance, expertise, emotions. So what does this all mean for the future? How should we be thinking about our jobs and our teams? Now, the big lessons here are pretty clear. First, we have to rethink team size. A single person with AI can now do the work of a small team. Second, for the really big innovative leaps, you want to focus on that synergy, human teams plus AI. That's the winning combo. Third, old job. Descriptions are going out the window because AI smashes those functional silos. And finally, the number one skill we all need to develop. It's not just using the tool, it's learning how to prompt, how to interact, how to really collaborate with it. And that brings us right back to where we started to this idea of the cybernetic teammate. Because that's what this study proves AI can be. It's not just a passive tool waiting for a command. It's giving feedback. It's bridging knowledge gaps. It's even helping with motivation. It is an active collaborator. So, the takeaway here is simple, but it's powerful. AI is not just another Microsoft Excel. It's an active collaborator that is completely reshaping the very fabric of how we work together. So, I'll leave you with this thought. This isn't science fiction anymore. It's not coming soon. It's here now. Your new teammate has arrived. So the real question for all of us is, what are you going to build together? Thanks for watching Decoding AI for You. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's keep exploring the future of AI together. See you next time.